Clippers lose game one. Now, let's just talk about the playoffs first overall, right? Where's my I want to look up the different series and get our picks. We haven't done this.
No.
Are you down to do this?
Yeah, for sure. You got your phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I already know. So we watched the Bucks and Miami. Well, we didn't watch it. We saw some of it.
Yeah.
Bucks won.
Bucks won.
Who do you have in that series?
Bucks. I think Drew Holiday, the addition of Drew Holiday, he was hitting a bunch of shots towards the end of the game. That's also freeing up Middleton, which I'm not his biggest fan, but he can hit that mid-range shot. He can create a shot. And, Giannis, he's going to get his 25, his 10 rebounds. I think it's going to be too much. And if Jimmy Butler can't hit buckets, if Jimmy Buckets is Jimmy, bricks, if he's over there laying bricks all game long, flopping on the floor.
I was about to kill himself.
No Tyler Hero to save the day. And Bam is his leg looks tweaked. Yeah, they won't come out of this round. They haven't been the same team that come out that bubble.
I really feel like the short layoff and then them being forced into a 70-game season in way less time than they would normally have to get through 82. They played, I think, 10 fewer games.
Yes.
And with like a month less than they usually have. So that's why half the NBA got more than half of the superstars in the league, it seems, got hurt this year because and I think Miami in particular, they played all the way into the finals last year. So they had like a month off and then came back, and it's showing. Everyone on that team looks like they took a step back this year, which is unfortunate. I hope next year they can kind of put it back together and get back to a, maybe not a championship contending team, but at the very least a dangerous team.
Right. Can I tell you something I see with the Miami, though, that I think is not being with the NBA period right now? Fine-tuning, playing a whole season and hitting that stretch after the All-Star break where you're fine-tuning the jump shot, the free throw shooting, the three-point shooting, the ball movement, transition defense, pick and roll. None of that stuff was present in that bubble last year. That was just a bunch of pickup ball. Straight up. It's one of the reasons the Lakers ran through everybody. They knew what they were doing because they had the most experienced team and they had a lot of talent. But I really don't know if that Miami team is as good. There might be some fool's gold there.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy Butler, some of those triple doubles he was putting up with 35 points.
You better relax.
I love the man, but as the number one scoring option and as your best defensive player, that tandem, I just don't know if it's enough, man.
I think if Jimmy Butler was the second best player on a team, he could win a championship. It's a small miracle Philly didn't, looking back on that Philly team, that Kawhi knocked off Embiid, Butler, and Simmons, and they had J.J. Redick 2-3 years younger or something like that.
Yeah. What's the guy's name?
Tobias Harris.
Harris. If he's your fifth best player, man, that's not too bad.
You should win a championship.
I agree.
All right, so speaking of Philly versus Philly has Washington. Yeah.
That's a sweep.
Yeah.
Sweep. Agreed. I don't think we even need to talk about that one that much. Maybe a more interesting series, the Knicks versus the Hawks.
5 gentlemen sweep Hawks.
What?
No.
Yeah, okay. I was about to say. All right,
the Knicks are back.
Yeah. I got the Knicks in, I don't know how many, 6 or 7 maybe. I haven't kept up with Atlanta pretty much all this year.
The Knicks have the best defense in the league.
Yeah.
The Hawks can't play any defense.
Yeah.
It's going to be that simple.
The Knicks have what's that rookie's name?
Ain't
Hampton?
enough. Yeah, I don't know. They got Lemon Pepper Lou. They got Trey Young. Trey Young from 50,000 yards away. He just can't hit like Steph. I like the man, but they're going home in 5.
Did you pick Milwaukee, Miami?
Milwaukee. I got Milwaukee in 6.
I'll take Milwaukee 6-2. I didn't like how I probably would have said Milwaukee 5 before I saw that game today.
How they play,
So sorry, but I saw it, so I have.
Yeah, Giannis missing those buckets around the rim. I don't
The
know.
free throws. It was
In
that
the
was an
regular
ugly
season,
game.
that dude is like around the rim. He's money
Yeah.
because he's got those long ass arms and he's a freak. He's
Yeah.
the Greek freak.
Yeah.
But
They just look
Facts.
sloppy today.
And then you got Brooklyn versus Boston.
I'll say 5 Brooklyn. I think because Brooklyn they don't play any defense. I could see Jason Tatum going out there and dropping
a
50.
bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm agreed. I can go Brooklyn 5. I hope Boston can give them a better
be
series.
I want to see
Yeah.
some crisis for the Nets.
Yeah.
How they
Yeah.
respond to that because sports isn't that fun to watch if there's no crisis.
Yeah.
Utah, Memphis.
Mm.
Utah on 5.
Yeah. I don't see that being very interesting.
Yeah. I give you that.
Clippers, Dallas. What was your pick before you saw what just happened?
Clippers in 6. I still say Clippers in 7.
Clippers and
I don't. I still don't think. This Luka Dallas team's quite
It's
ready
enough,
to knock off the Clippers.
I'm
Because I've seen the Clippers struggle like this last year and they still won.
Yeah.
Denver, Portland.
What's your Clippers Dallas take?
Oh, I had Clippers in 6 was my original pick. It's probably going to be 7 now, but I had
Right.
Clippers 6.
Right. I mean, the Dallas did what they were supposed to do. I don't want to overreact. You go on the
Yeah,
road, you
yeah.
split the games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now what the Clippers have to do, they have to close out at home and win this next game,
Mm-hmm.
and they got to go in Dallas and win one.
And it's going to be tough to. You made a good point earlier about we're from Texas. It's fully open. So as soon as they get to Dallas, Dallas is going to have a full crowd.
Sold out crowd.
And we're in L.A.
Yep.
Clippers are in L.A. So they're not.
Yeah.
The L.A. won't be able to have full crowds until June 15th, which I'm pretty sure is a week into the NBA Finals.
And this could be the first
So
team,
the NBA Finals might be over by then.
a team
Yeah.
in over a year, period. A road team's had to face that crowd noise,
Yes.
defense, all that
Yeah,
shit.
all of it.
I like it, but I do think it's definitely not going to benefit the Clippers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Clippers in 7. If
Yeah.
Paul George plays as some iteration of what we've seen in that second half, and they make some rotational changes, meaning you got to get Pat Bev out of there.
Yeah, you got to
I
start
think
Rondo.
You got to start Rondo. You can't overplay him because
Mhm.
Rondo, I'm telling you, the dude gets gassed, and I need him
Yeah.
in the fourth quarter. I've seen them push him into the pieces in the regular season. When the ball movement, when that starts to work, you got to get Reggie Jackson in there to knock down some threes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see this ISO ball. Just don't want to see it. Next series.
Denver, Portland.
I don't know, man.
Is Jamal Murray? He's totally out.
Still out.
Oh yeah, he's got a torn ACL.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right. That's right. So definitely no Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
But you still have Aaron Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
Who's not
And
fitting in
Joker.
very
Yeah,
well
yeah.
though. Man, he's
Uh,
not since Jamal Murray's gone. They've moved him up as a
But haven't
better scoring piece. Yeah, it's just not.
hasn't Denver played? I thought they did well after they had like some winning streak after Jamal Murray got hurt.
The 2 or 3
Am I
games,
wrong?
yeah. But they never did what they were supposed to do. Like they should have just walked away
Yeah.
from when the Clippers and the Lakers and all these teams started kind of tanking, if you want to call it that.
Mm-hmm.
The Nuggets should have been, in the catbird seed to move up to seed 2 or right behind the move right up behind the Suns.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. They
Speaking
just
of-
I just don't trust them. But if you I don't know, gun to my head, I'd say
I got the Nuggets. I think it's
I'm
definitely going to be the Nuggets.
I'm gonna surprise you here. I'll take Portland in 7.
No.
Portland in
no,
7.
No, you're wrong. Nope. I can't see it.
It's a good dividing point.
Not going to happen.
So you said easy Nuggets.
I think easy Nuggets, yes.
Mm.
I really like this Nuggets team. I wish they had Jamal Murray, but they are huge.
They're big.
Huge. Their point guard is 7 foot tall. If they play bowl,
Ooh.
that motherfucker, and he's nice for a guy that's 7'9".
Mm.
Okay, so you're gonna make me have to pull out arguments
No,
that
hold on. I'm just going down a list of
I'll keep
people.
going.
I'm not listing Bowl as a difference maker in the series, but
Mhm.
I'm saying those two guys. Aaron Gordon is 6'10".
Mhm.
Michael Porter Jr. is 6'10".
Mhm.
They can have 5 guys out there 6'8" and up, at any one time and
Yeah.
have Joker run the point.
Play big.
They can play huge. And
That's crazy.
Portland, Nurkic, that's it, right? As far as bigs.
but I'm just looking at it.
And if Aaron Gordon picks up Dame, which he very well might, because he's a guy who wants the defensive assignment. He wants to guard the other superstar. I don't think Dame is going to be able to do much with Aaron Gordon guarding him.
You might be right. And I usually am not the guy to defend Mr. Dame Dollar.
Yeah.
But there's something against the Nuggets. He plays well, man. I don't know what it is. Historically speaking, he
Could be
plays
right.
well against the Nuggets.
You could be right.
And Dame, it's a lot of it's mental with Dame. If he thinks he can get over on you, he goes out there and
Plays
scores.
best, yeah.
Against the real G's in the game, though, he tends to go out there and drop some goose eggs. I've seen him do it. If he's playing against, sorry, I know the Clippers are looking like a bunch of pretenders at the moment, but don't become a victim of the moment. I've seen Dame against the Clippers and the Lakers and the Nets. He does not show up because I think he knows that on his best day he's still not as good as the best players on those teams. But the Joker, because he's a big guy and he's awkward and he's different, it's not like you're going against him one-on-one. They had Jamal Murray, I'd say easy work.
Yeah.
I still think the Nuggets, if you're a betting man, bet on the Nuggets. But if it goes 7 games, I've just seen Dame and them win series they weren't supposed to win when they think they can win.
All right.
It's one of the reasons I don't like them is because they tend to, I don't want to accuse them, as Kwame Brown would say, some beta male action going on. But there tends to be a situation with Portland that if Steph Curry and Klay Thompson are out there, Steph can sun Dame, and CJ can't touch Klay.
Yeah, and I felt like the
They swept 'em.
series previous to that, Portland versus OKC, you could see Dame believing he's better than this other guy.
Right.
I agree with your point. But again, Aaron Gordon on his ass, I don't think
No, Gordon is
because Gordon is an excellent defender and he's huge. So all that finish around the rim shit on a guy who's 7 inches taller than you are and can keep up with you. Footwork wise,
Porter Jr. shoots 52 from the 3, 52% from the 3.
You talking yourself into picking Denver, man. I think you need to just pick Denver.
Well, here's the thing. I don't fuck Denver.
He's still mad.
Well, you know,
got that feel.
Here's the thing. Denver will. I know you're going to disagree with this take here, but I think if anyone but either the Clippers or the Lakers come out of the West, the Nets will walk over these teams that can't score enough points. Any team that's going to struggle being able to score and hit shots, I worry about.
The Jamal Murray Nuggets team, you think would get dog walked by Brooklyn?
No, I don't. But I think Jamal Murray's a huge fucking piece. Like I get how good the Joker is, but Murray is like on a short list of top 5 number 2s on a team.
Yeah. I mean,
especially in the playoffs. Murray was a killer last year.
And Joker is likely going to be the MVP this year. He's been incredible. He's been incredible.
I would have said Embiid until he got hurt.
Yeah.
All right. Last one. Lakers, Suns.
Lakers in 7. Go ahead. Hang on, guys. Because we had a conversation about this beforehand, and I want to save Ty from doing something very foolish.
No, you can't save me from myself, man.
I gotta save you, man.
No, not happening.
All right, I gotta hear it.
I got the Suns. I'm picking the Suns in 7.
7?
I said I'd go 7 games. Anything can happen there.
I'm picking the Suns in 7. I think the Suns are. Listen, Devin Booker. All right, he's light skinned. But I don't think he knows sucker, man. I don't think Devin Booker is a sucker. Actually, I'm confident he's not a sucker. I think he's going to get out there with LeBron James, and I don't think he's going to be, as we were talking about with Dame, be scared of the motherfucker. I don't. I really don't. And I think Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton, that combination, that's when Chris Paul has always been at his best, is when he had one of those kinds of guys at that position, a big 5, a 7-footer to lob to. And I think Chris Paul is going to be implored to get this series on his resume as a win. This series is big for Chris Paul and his career. This series right here, because it's against LeBron.
Agreed.
They're both getting toward the tail end of their careers, and no one is picking the Suns. Nobody, and they're the second team in the West. They've gelled well together. They've played great. You could consider Chris Paul an MVP candidate as well.
I don't like what happened just now.
Yeah, no, that was disrespectful. Here we go.
And I'm trying to look forward to the football season.
The Lord's team.
We're talking about playoffs.
Well, I mean,
the hat just falls off. It's like, hang on, man. Is the gods, are they tempting me right now with misery?
We got the Bucks week 1. It's gonna be rough from the rip.
Tom said, "I'm coming down there to steal America's soul."
America's team, my ass. Yeah.
Fuck you, Tom Brady.
Yeah. So yeah, I got the Suns. I got the Suns in, as I said, 7.
Okay.
I got the Suns at 7.
Okay.
I got $1 million question though. Who do you trust more, LeBron's ankle,
Little ankle.
Little
ankle.
AD's Achilles, or Chris Paul's hamstring?
Ooh.
Because one of them's gonna fail. I got $100 that one of them's gonna fail. And God, I don't wish this on nobody.
Of course.
But God damn it, I'm not stupid. And you can't continue to
Chris Paul got the worst hamstrings in the NBA.
I feel like not acknowledging that something's gonna go wrong with one of these players is like being the donkey with the carrot in front. You just keep going forward. Like, no, I'm not getting any closer to this fucking carrot. You're gonna feed me the truth, and the truth is, one of those boys, one of those grown ass men that have, in LeBron's case, he's 762 years old. Yeah. And in Chris Paul's case, he ain't ever had no good hamstring.
He's 773 years old.
And Anthony Davis, he might chip a tooth out there, man.
Yeah.
This man, someone might fucking pull off his unibrow. He might have to miss 2 games. Hell, he might even back up on the scoreboard, and it looks like he fucked up his Achilles, and he comes out and says he got back spasms.
Yeah.
That did
Or
happen,
he's got stomach
ladies and
cramps.
gentlemen. That did happen, ladies
Or
and gentlemen.
on the most recent injury report, he was listed as questionable, which he's going to play with a shoulder injury.
Shoulder. When the hell did you hurt your shoulder, AD?
He said it's the same one that's been bothering him in the last 5 years.
Yeah. So listen. If I had
just
to put
don't
my
like. I
money
just
on
don't like
somebody,
the way it's just too much murkiness going on. But Devin Booker's a good point.
Yeah.
Because that boy, he's going to play through.
Yeah.
I don't think he can play a lick of defense, and that could be the difference in this series.
Yeah.
Because Anthony Davis, if he is healthy, he can play defense.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah, I wouldn't put money on LeBron getting hurt again. I think he's going to be just fine. AD, he might make it through this series. Will he make it through the second round? They barely made it through the finals last year. AD was falling apart at that point. But they won, so it was like everybody, all right, it's cool. But he had that long layoff going into the bubble, extra time to rest and get right, a shorter period with which they finished the season and did the play-in and the playoff bubble and all that shit.
Same thing for Braun.
Chris Paul, I think Chris Paul will make it through this series. But again, usually it's in the later rounds when something happens. He'll get you to the second round pretty consistently get you to the second round. It's getting to that third round and then getting through that one when he rarely makes it there. That's the issue. I think he'll be fine in this series. AD, I don't know.
So let's do our rough take. Who comes out the West? Who comes out the East? And I'm sure this is going to be, if my team gets knocked out in the first round, I have to change ship, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm a lunatic, right?
I'm going to say Clippers, Nets. If Dallas beats the Clippers, I'm going to be rooting for Dallas. That might sound weird, but I'm from Texas.
Right, and you don't want to see Dallas get obliterated.
Right.
I don't.
Yeah.
Because that's just something, for me, that's something to go home and cry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, Kawhi Leonard is my favorite player.
Mm-hmm.
But I just, in general, root for the Texas teams because that's where I'm from, except for the Rockets for the Harden years, you know.
Yeah.
And the Astros, and now the Texans have their own Deshaun Watson thing.
Yeah, Houston can't get right with sports franchises.
Oh, can't get
Even
right.
when they win, they can't get right.
Can't get right. Damn it.
Okay.
Altuve going long.
Man.
It is gone. Don't touch my shirt.
Cover the mic. Cover the microphone. Motherfuckers. All right.
All right. So,
Yeah, I got Clippers and Nets.
I got
Okay.
Clippers Nets.
Clippers Nets. Victor.
same.
Clippers Nets.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what it looks
I
like.
do think the Clippers are going to shock.
All right, guys. So we're going to end it right there. Of course, if you like the content, you like what we're doing, go ahead and like, subscribe. Also hit that notification button right underneath this video. That's how you're going to be able to know exactly when each one of our content is going to be launching. Also, thank you all. We appreciate you all taking your time out to listen to us, watch us. Of course, welcome to the family, and we'll be with you all soon. Peace.